Da-da, bum, ba-da. I should get to sleep or something. Dun, 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 bum, ba-da. Boom. Hello. Hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action on Magic the Gathering Arena. A little bit faster, getting right into it just because it is... Well, the camera looks like it's being pretty responsive. I had to do a couple updates as well tonight and a couple other things starting later than I had hoped for, but yeah, 11:30 p.m. my time as we begin. The list, as always, in the description. As I always played, always dinosaurs, 750 streams, individual different ones so far. Explorer, it is Pioneer. It will become called Pioneer eventually later on this year. I think in August they said on Arena they're going to change it, but yeah, always best of 3 diamond. I've been tracking every single match that I play this month, and a little bit rough. Today certainly has been quite rough. I think 5 and 9 at the moment, something like that. Now that could be due to many other things. There's always guaranteed. This is pretty much the only thing I do day in, day out. So I'm going to have rough moments, rough days, rough streaks, rougher than others. And some days I'm going to have good ones. But this is going to be a very interesting night indeed, with the Mana Dorks, Dorky dinos destroying opponents, I would imagine. Hopefully aiming to start off turn 1 with Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves. Possibly play Archdruid's Charm on turn 2 when I have 3 green mana. And with this deck, as it always is, we're looking for the Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, making a stable amount of mana ahead of schedule efficiently. And stable because, well, opponents likely... excuse me, oh my goodness. I had to sleep. I was hoping I wouldn't yawn, but I had to sleep today. A pretty good nap. But stable as it is. Opponents can kill your mana dorks and then you don't ever get ahead. You spent a little bit of mana, 1 green in this case, and you drew a piece of removal. But I don't really care about the opponent using that removal usually, because when I do my thing, it's so big they can't target it with Carnage Tyrant. I don't care if they kill Vaultborn usually. If it is destroy based, I get the copy. Boom, more life. Love it. Love it. Tyrranax Rex probably can't target it. Ghalta, well, if Ghalta is dropping everybody, it may not matter at that point because they don't have enough single target removal for it to matter in that case. So again, many scenarios where I don't care that I used up one piece, but well, we'll see how it goes. Possibly I should just trim Sunken Citadel with the Llanowar Elves. Things could feel a little bit clunky. Of course, you always want to play a mana dork on turn 1 to have access to 3 mana on turn 2. That's the drawing factor, absolutely. If you're not playing a mana dork on turn 1, they lose their great effectiveness. So we'll see. But yeah, Sunken Citadel, you usually want that to happen on turn 1 because it always enters tap. So is there going to be a kind of awkward situation, a couple awkward situations, playing this on turn 1 or a mana dork? Guess it all depends. If I know the opponent is going to have removal, I might just go with Sunken Citadel. Yeah, Commune with Dinosaurs though also replaces one of these Llanowar Elves or the Elvish Mystic, the 4 copies of Commune with Dinosaurs. Just because these are both elves, Commune with Dinosaurs cannot grab either one of these. It also can't grab Archdruid's Charm, and I mean that's a decent amount of things that can't be grabbed, I would say. And then Sylvan Scrying as well. The thing that replaced Sylvan Scrying adds mana, so it kind of makes a little bit of sense tying together there. And it's not going to be terrible. Definitely not going to be terrible. The Great Henge as well, a couple copies of that. I mostly just felt like dusting it off, and also turning any future Llanowar Elves into card draw, a little bit bigger, but also just 1 green draw a card. Love it. Love it, because there will be scenarios, moments where I don't want to see any more of these. And at the very least, I get a replacement. One copy of Ghalta Primal Hunger. It's not terrible. It is certainly kind of extra, but hey, you like it. It's big, hasty, oftentimes with Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatchery. There's just going to be a ton of so much.
Ruthless aggression.
Absolutely so much ruthless aggression. And Tyvar the Pummeler too. I think this is something I didn't try out quite enough. I've been beaten quite nicely by this card. Not necessarily somebody also using dinos, but this is like a mono green devotion style, and the gruff triplets, I believe it's called. Painful stuff. Everybody bigger. An indestructible creature. Possibly I could block with one of the dinosaur eggs if an opponent is attacking me. Plus Tyvar blocks something else, and it would die normally, but I could tap the dinosaur egg. Might as well make use of it. The dinosaur egg still chumps, and then Tyvar also chumps, but now with its ability it's indestructible. Tap the egg. Whew. Then of course nasty potential there. Possibly this could be the finisher, even if I play it and use its ability in the same turn. Creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Usually it's pretty darn big. Even if it's just Tyrranax Rex and a Carnage Tyrant, I could reasonably, oftentimes, play Tyvar for 3 and still have the 5 left over. 3 + 5, that is 8. Perfectly lining up with, well, the 8 mana that I'm used to playing with, Ghalta. And the Castle Garenbrig's mana, it's not just for creatures. It's not just for creatures. It's also their activated abilities, so I can, split that up a little bit perfectly with Tyvar. The fact that he costs 3 plus the activated ability is 5. This might be the main thing that I try out. Not so much the elves, but also something that costs 3 for turn 2. Could get a little bit rough, not having too much to play on turn 2 after playing the Llanowar Elves, realizing that full potential of having 3 mana on, turn 2. But we'll see. And also, speaking of 3 mana, the Pugnacious Hammer Sculpt, one of the best creatures, 3 for a 6/6. There you go. Gotta love it. And also Regal Imperiosaur, the cheap but big dinos. Synergizing with Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystic to get one of these guys down on turn 2, perhaps in the face of aggro. That's at least what I've been thinking about, how it's going to be used. Certainly keeping Vaultborn Tyrant. Life gain, stabilizing, definitely good. Trimming probably Tyrranax Rex and Carnage Tyrant to make room for the Pugnacious and Regal Imperiosaur. And Hornet Queen, because I didn't feel like removing it. It has been good somewhat the past couple days. I think I only re-added it yesterday, but it is never a bad idea. It certainly stalls many opponents. You don't have to worry about their aggression. They can't attack into that. And then back to nature too. You face enchantment sort of decks and you win. Pretty straightforward. But I say we jump right into it. Ooh, almost 10 minutes. I was hoping I would get into it a little bit faster here, but you got the main idea. If you haven't already, not that one. Oh my goodness. If you haven't already, take a big bite out of that like button. Join the Discords. There's a link tree to that in the description. All that good stuff, but it's going to be a good time. Win or lose, hopefully everybody's weekend went good. Yeah. Legacy box, huh? Oh, that's barf inducing. I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit there. Oh. You might think I need more lands, but that is not the case. Absolutely not the case. This is just what can happen. Hey, perfect. Love it. Certainly sending 2 creatures to the bottom. From no lands to possibly amazing amount. Oh, Thoughtseize. Has been a lot of Thoughtseize type decks today. I mean, that's probably pretty standard for the most part, but yeah, it's just nothing much you can do when you have two no-land hands. The first one, and Mulligan, and the other one, Kroxa. Titan of Death's Hunger. It's not too bad. Maybe it's regular-ish. Rakdos Sacrifice, Rakdos Midrange. I'm not super worried. Nice to see the Elvish Mystic. I'm sure it's dead to Fatal Push, but if it lives and we draw a Castle Garenbrig, we would get Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. Now Elvish Mystic, well, Sylvan Scrying, would that have been Sylvan Scrying? If I considered the Elvish Mystic, Sylvan Scrying, and the Llanowar Elves commune with dinosaurs, I mean, Elvish Mystic, that would have been, oh, no, never mind. That's actually pretty fantastic. We have to hope that Elvish Mystic continues to live, which, I mean, they spent all their mana on the Slasher. I'm pretty sure they're, oh, yeah, no, Torch the Tower tends to do the trick. But what I was saying, if the Elvish Mystics, all four, were the 4 Sylvan Scrying, this would have been infinitely better. Absolutely. We're only at 9. Oh, that is a little bit rough. Hopefully no more. Oh, good. No more Thoughtseize. Now we have to basically get Vaultborn Tyrant next turn, or else we lose, which is a possibility. We have to draw a land that enters untapped, able to make 6. Oh, as long as we can make 7, might be able to salvage something. Oh, that is not the case. Okay, well, I would imagine we're dead, especially if they play Bloodletter of Aclazods. We're dead on the spot. We lose all our life. I'm pretty sure we're dead, even with the Slasher and the Goblin. Yeah, 5, 3. Possibly we could salvage something if we get Vaultborn next turn. I don't think that's going to be the case, especially if they play. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. If only that was switched, I mean, we would have potentially won. But I like the Hornet Queen in this particular matchup. Tyrranax Rex, not so much. 5 things that destroy, or at least trade, whenever they block. Love it, love it. Certainly nice with that unstoppable Slasher there. And, well, Regal Imperiosaur, maybe. Nah, I'll keep it like that. We'll see. Certainly this particular deck, whatever that burn spell was, the piece of removal, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm having a brain fart here. I've faced it often enough with Is It Phoenix and them, but that, also Fatal Push, can't be a whole lot worse than no lands. I think it'll be good. Oh, no. Oh, okay. It was very bad, and then it got even worse. My only copy of Cavern of Souls in those first 2 combinations of hands. I'm still having a good time, good-ish. I mean, we'll send the creatures to the bottom. The most fragile, I would say. It could have been better to send Ghalta to the bottom instead and keep a Regisaur Alpha, but I got 8 mana dorks. I don't see any. Again, I may not want to even play them in this particular matchup, but still. If we get an Elvish Mystic, oh, okay. I was going to say, if we got an Elvish Mystic that turn, would have been absolutely terrible. I could have cast Sylvan Scrying and put a Sunken Citadel on the battlefield, which, with the Cavern this turn, I would have been making 6. I would have been playing Carnage Tyrant if, of course, I had drawn an Elvish Mystic, which would have been a Sylvan Scrying. So it's nice to put the options in perspective. How would this have worked in this situation if I had been using my normal stuff? Alan Pep, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. Yes, you finally caught me live. And, well, you caught a painful loss, as it sometimes goes. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes. Maybe another 45, something like that. Would be nice if we can get the Hornet Queen down. I don't think that's going to happen. Hopefully they get rid of Carnage Tyrant. We would need a land that enters untapped next turn to get the Hornet Queen. But yeah, I'm aiming for about 45 more minutes. A couple matches here. Maybe it'll be 50. If I end on a particularly good nightcap, fantastic win, might do it there. But I'm pretty sure Llanowar Elves is dead. Oh, 2 plus. That's great. Yeah. No. Okay. Oh, look, there's nothing I could possibly do. There's no playing around that. Not a particularly strong first match for the Mana Dorks, Dorky Dinos. I'm not raging on them. I'm not dumping on them. There's a time and a place. Maybe not so much of a place for this way to play dinos. Certainly the more traditional aggressive list can, make use of their explosive potential. It's having lots of things to play extra, but that was just a wacky match anyways. Nothing much you can do. Wallace, maybe dragons, maybe mono red with that. So, hooray. Another no land hand. I mean, that is good. But this is also a little bit awkward here, as you can see. The Sunken, well, to start, rough. We don't get the Mystic. We'll see. Yeah, send Ghalta to the bottom. The most extra thing that I have. Oh. Rakdos Demons once again. Mardu Greasefang. I think that's what it could be. Yes, we don't need a Carnage Tyrant. We want to get closer to you-know-what. Castle Garenbrig. That's what I was talking about. Or possibly an Archdruid's Charm. I mean, it is kind of nice that we're getting a bunch of Elvish Mystics down. Now, things will get interesting next turn. If I happen to draw that Castle Garenbrig, we would be able to... 1, 2... I could play Ghalta next turn. That's going to be crazy. Or we just see Greasefang and we're dead. So, yeah, no, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. It was over quick. Greasefang cheating out a big vehicle as it always does. Sky Sovereign enters, deals 3 damage to 1 dork, and then Greasefang crews the Sky Sovereign. It attacks and deals 3 damage. So we were about to lose 2 of the dorks and be dealt 6. It's pretty not great. Not great at all. I don't have any graveyard hate, mostly because I just really haven't seen Greasefang in days. It might have been a week since I've seen a single Greasefang deck, and there isn't really any other graveyard strategies that I face with regularity. It's more aggro for sure than Greasefang, but things fluctuate, definitely. Hopefully Elvish Mystic lives. This is going to be the first turn 2 Archdruid's Charm. It's interesting. It seems like Greasefang would maybe be a popular thing in Gold, Alan. And I just thought we would have seen a lot more Greasefang with the Ether Drift, all the vehicles, people playing it, but maybe they got it out of their system. Oh, look, they fatal pushed a thing. That would have been Elvish Mystic. It would have been Sylvan Scrying. Okay, for tonight, we're considering Elvish Mystics were Sylvan Scrying. I would have played Castle Garenbrig this turn. I would have had my 2, and I would have played Sylvan Scrying to grab another Castle Garenbrig, another Sunken Citadel, whatever. I may have wanted 3 on turn 3 for the Archdruids that I have in my hand. But, yeah. Fatal Push, I don't care about it because everything I normally use is so big. I gotta go with Archdruid's Charm. They are getting screwed a little bit now. We'll go with Elvish Mystic. They don't have removal, which is quite nice. Oh, I'm just going to play Carnage Tyrant. I kind of like that. Boom. I think they're going to quit. Oh, okay. Phew. But still, the point has to be made. Fatal Push, I don't care. The only thing Fatal Push is ever normally going to kill is a dinosaur egg or a dinosaur token. So it's pretty ineffective. Why would I waste mana, waste 4 cards to accomplish nothing, effectively accomplish nothing? I know that is pretty rough. I mean, they could have felt very strong in their chances. Yeah. Or they felt that they won game 1, take a risk. They're going to mulligan aggressively, potentially. Game 3, of course, they do have to win this. Oh, they do have to win this one, but I kind of like the looks of that. I imagine some of the dorks are going to go down, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully Fear of Missing Out doesn't discard a vehicle. Oh, yeah, well, I guess it's about to probably not matter. They play Greasefang here. We can just quit. Oh, phew. I was getting a little bit scared. Oh, don't worry. I'm not blocking. No, I'm not blocking. Yeah. And this is going to be quite interesting as well. See that Elvish Mystic I have, I can tap for Tyvar's ability to give it indestructible. So we could trade nicely with that Fear of Missing Out. I don't think they're going to attack into it, but still. It's too bad I can't. Man, if only I had Castle Garenbrig. We could have played Ghalta there. That would have been pretty good. Oh boy, just one more turn. Just get the castle. Yeah, we would have been able to activate Castle Garenbrig. I have to assume that Ghalta, Carnage, Hornet Queen, that would have bought us a decent amount of time. Okay, that's not too bad, not too bad. I would imagine we have 1-ish turns to go. Still, see the Mystic? That would have been a castle. The Llanowar Elves, commune with dinosaurs, that would have been digging. I would have made the proper amount. So did I lose this game? This match because of the dorks? I am leaning more towards that. Commune with dinosaurs would have grabbed the lands that I didn't have already. Hopefully another Sunken, the Mystic getting the castle or the Sunken that I was missing. Yeah, there's no point to make Tyvar indestructible, mostly because, well, hopefully the dorks survive, but mostly because -X doesn't matter if your creature is indestructible, they still just die. We do have to take everything though. We're still alive and we have a Vaultborn Tyrant, so it's not nothing. Oh, that's good stuff. Maybe we can randomly survive one more turn, but I lost because I had dorks where I would have won. How many turns has it been with no Thoughtseize, all that stuff? I would have won. I absolutely would have won if I was using my normal thing. I can say that with certainty. I would hope I can after hundreds, thousands of matches with one particular way to play one particular deck. But how many turns have these things been, sitting there? I don't know. It's not even a debate with that particular case. But no, this is to highlight potential options. Why not? Of course, it is a very small sample size, but I do appreciate when you can draw conclusions. What would have been seen when and with and all of that. I'm not saying that the mana dorks are bad for this, but I will make a case either way at least. Certainly worth a try. I mean, Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves, they are a common card if you happen to not have them yet. It doesn't hurt to try. I can't drop out of diamonds, so there is that. It does take some pressure off. There doesn't have to be any pressure, but still. This hand, well, that's pretty good. I do like it. I like it quite a bit. It could be turn 3 Carnage Tyrant, which is, a very interesting possibility with the Elvish Mystic there. Oh, that's... now with... do I want the turn 3 Carnage Tyrant? I say we try it. See what happens. I'm going to play this and see if they counter or kill it. I'm going to play Sunken Citadel next turn. Yeah, let's try out the Stomping Ground. Ooh, rough. But I could have played my Castle Garenbrig, turn 3, third land, played Carnage Tyrant. So, something to think about. It's interesting. It's absolutely fragile, but I mean, it's not nothing. Certainly Carnage Tyrant coming up. We might be seeing the Great Henge do some pretty great things. Don't need Commercial District at this point. Absolutely not. And it's kind of nice. I can go Carnage Tyrant plus Llanowar Elves, which, I mean, I might as well. Even just having a mana dork, we saw a Sheoldred's Edict, which was nice to draw that out on the Llanowar Elves. Or a dork, so preserves it for Carnage Tyrant to stick around. I'm getting pretty excited about this. Fired up. Yes, please. Maybe I draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, or Primal Hunger, I should say, which is a very real possibility. Yeah, see what they do with the slasher. I didn't want to leave myself too open. If I attacked with Carnage and Tyrranax Rex, maybe they would have taken everything. They would have been pretty low, but perhaps they would have had a piece of removal for the Llanowar Elves. I would have been completely open. Slasher hitting me, Nicol Bolas. A little bit too risky. Carnage Tyrant they basically cannot kill, so we bought ourselves time. And I think the Great Henge is going to perform beautifully. Oh, I love it. So much mana. Like I was saying at the start of tonight, we get a Great Henge. Ooh, we get a little bit of card draw. We don't need that ton of mana from them. Certainly. I like this. And now in this case, the Elvish Mystic, which would have been a Sylvan Scrying, I would not have drawn an extra card. The Sylvan Scrying would have, of course, only grabbed a land from my library, putting it into my hand. So in this case, the Elvish Mystic is a little bit better, but how often am I going to be getting the Great Henge? Not too often. I think a lot of people probably only use a single copy, not so much 2 copies. 3, whew, that's crazy talk. 4 copies. I feel bad for your wallet if you're using 4 copies of that lovely thing, but something to think about. Keep them in. Yeah, I like the Hornet Queen in this situation. We'll trim Tyrranax Rex. They got some flying stuff, Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, and the Unstoppable Slasher. The Unstoppable Slasher is actually pretty stoppable with the Hornet Queen. We trade Death Touch versus Death Touch, then it enters tapped, stunned, buy yourself time, and that tends to do the trick. This hand will do the trick if they don't have that hand hate. Hopefully, turn 3 Archdruid's Charm, lovely stuff. It would be nice to maybe get a mana dork down next turn. We'll see. I imagine they're getting a source of blue with it being Grixis. Oh, okay. Grixis something. Maybe they have some land destruction for Castle Garenbrig. Since I played that, it might draw it. Oh, Slasher. Oh boy. Well, cross your fingers, cross your claws. We'll go with Archdruid's Charm right now. They might randomly have a counter spell next turn for blue, and they might hold it up, so give me. I was never going to do anything differently, so I might as well do that instead. I mean, it does seem like we're getting the Hornet Queen. We're buying time. That's really what you want. Hornet Queen for the win, I hope. But then again, you're seeing right here, there's no mana dorks to begin with, and we're making the explosive and stable amount of mana without Llanowar Elves Elvish Mystic. They feel absolutely terrible drawing them later on, as we're probably about to do. Wonder if they have the bloodletter of Aclazots. No, Zotsies, it's a little bit too late for that, buddy boy. Oh, a second one. And they just cast Strategic Betrayal. They made me exile one of my flying insect tokens. Oh shoot, I got 3 left. Aw, nuts. Darn. Shucks. Yeah, I say we keep Archdruid's Charm. Now, yeah, we'll go with that. Use it again. They could have counter spells. If they do, well, dodge it. We'll grab Cavern of Souls. We got Ghalta. Prepare for ruthless aggression. Absolutely ruthless aggression. Hopefully they don't have a third Thoughtseize or something. Okay. Watch them hold on to a counter spell. It doesn't matter. Disdainful Stroke makes them choke. Seems like they are choking. Oh, kill it. Do it. See what you got. Trishana's Tidebinder, maybe, huh? Are they stopping the enter the battlefield effect? I guess not. Die.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Yeah, oh. Ooh. Do you have enough removal for 2 Regisaur Alphas and a Palani's Hatcher? I don't think you do. Nope. Not today. Yeah, let's sacrifice the Hornet Queen. Why not? Sacrifice the weakest non-token creature that we have. All right. I think this has actually been a pretty darn interesting night. We're seeing how the mana dorks help me win, how they help me lose. I guess help is the wrong term for it, but I win because of them. I win, or I lose because of them, and I win without them. And we put it all into perspective. Yeah. Hornet Queen was nice, though. Definitely a nice touch. Very interesting that maybe they just drew those thought seizes, or they felt like they wanted to get something down before the thought seize. Huh. I mean, they certainly missed the boat with that hand hate there. Eee. Yikes. Maybe a mythic opponent. Oh. Platinum. Cloner. Oh boy. Oh, I have no idea what this could be. Ah. Ugh. Ooh. It's like the start of tonight. It's giving me flashbacks. Painful. PTSD. Slightly better. Okay, well, that's certainly going to be it. Hopefully, Elvish Mystic survives. As long as we go off with one Archdruid's Charm, we should be pretty safe. Oh, this is good. This is good. I imagine they will have some removal for the Elvish Mystic. Maybe it's Azorius Control. This could be a pretty fantastic nightcap if... Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm liking that. I think they'll try to kill it, do something. If they do... Oh, well, I mean... If they do, we were going to use Archdruids in response, but now things are getting interesting. Definitely grab that castle next turn. We can make 7. But of course, I do have another Archdruid's Charm if they have some land destruction. With it being regular Azorius... Oh my goodness, folks. Top decking another Sunken. Their chances may have sunken. Oh, excuse me. We're just hoping for Carnage T-Rex, something like that. Eventually we'll find it. They probably have a Wandering Emperor. I'm not attacking. They'll go Wandering Emperor or Memory Deluge. Basically, we're waiting for an opening to use the Archdruids to grab Cavern of Souls at this point. Just so we can protect against the counter spells, land Ghalta, plus Regisaur Alpha, and hopefully some other body by that point. It's just a waiting game, a staring. Oh, the field of... Oh, Teferi. Tef Unfairy. We got to take advantage of this. We got to grab you know what. I don't think they played the land for the turn. It would be rough if they were able to destroy Cavern, but still. They'd use up a decent amount of mana. We would be able to get Regisaur Alpha down next turn if that was the case, which is not. Oh boy, what you gonna do? Oh, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have removal for Ghalta. Well, they might not. If they don't have removal, they are dead. That is a doorknob. Oh!
No.
It might have been the craziest Azorius Control win I've had. It's my strongest matchup for sure. Craziest in the sense that not a single T-Rex, Carnage Tyrant, Vaultborn, none of this top. It was just Ghalta and 2 Regisaurs. I don't know that I've ever won in that particular way, but you never know what you're going to get. There are so many variations of drawing this mixture, that mixture, facing off against this opponent. and they do things in this certain way they've never quite seen before. You could draw 3 Regisaurs back to back to back. Ghalta off the top. You could win with just Regisaurs and Palani's keeping up aggression, drawing out a sweeper, recover by playing another one. Oh, yeah, possibilities endless, but hopefully I can end this opponent again. Now, would this be the nightcap? Of course, it being 12:10 a.m. We'll see. It would be a good nightcap. Usually Azorius Control is pretty fast, unless they get a foothold maybe in game 2 here, and I might go to game 3. But usually it's over pretty fast. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I say we send one Ghalta to the bottom. Multiple Ghaltas is pretty good, putting them down in quick succession. Ghalta, putting another Ghalta plus Vaultborn. Oh, match made in heaven. Field of Ruin, though. That is going to be a little bit problematic. Don't need a Carnage Tyrant, that's for sure. I imagine maybe they counter Llanowar Elves and then they destroy Sunken next turn. We'll try it. See if Llanowar Elves lives. Llanowar Elves, which would have been commune with dinosaurs. Oh, they missed the boat. They absolutely missed the boat. Might as well have the Stomping Ground enter tapped. Not attack. Oh, so hold on. I almost mistakenly attacked and I would have lost access to 3 green. That's really what we're waiting for. Them to spend some mana finding the opening to cast this. Mouse has a crumb underneath it. Oh, I like another one. We eventually get ahead, maybe drawing out a counter spell. Or some piece of removal. Or they're waiting for a sweeper. It's hard to say, but I think we should find some opening, a memory deluge, that sort of thing. Maybe they'll play another deduce for 2. Do it, you know you want it. Now, okay, yep, Teferi. All right. We know what we're doing. We know the drill. Yeah, Castle Garenbrig. I mean, I'm sure whatever I try to play would get countered, if it can be countered, so in that case, Carnage Tyrant probably going to be the thing, unless I just draw Cavern of Souls off the top, my only copy of Cavern of Souls. Oh, well, no. Yeah, there it is. If you have an opportunity to kill Teferi, you kill Teferi. Don't ask questions. Dead. Done. Just... there's nothing else to think about. Kill it. Just kill it. Boom. Of course, it's always nice to hit the opponent in the face, but you see Teferi, a hero of Dominaria, dead on sight. Don't ask questions. Farewell. Farewell to their chances. Oh, now we're making 8 eventually. Boom. Thumbs up. Thumbs up indeed. Sweep me again. Do it. Field of Ruin might take out Castle Garenbrig finally. Maybe the opponent has forgot what Field of Ruin does. They might have. They could also have Settle the Wreckage. I sense that this Platinum Azorius Control opponent may not. Cloner is a goner. Oh, they're looking for a Supreme Verdict. Maybe. Oh!
What? What in the hell just happened? How did he do that?
Oh, right. Wow. That was pretty crazy. Pretty fantastic all around. I think, like I mentioned, maybe not an hour, but still hopefully a decent amount for you, Alan and AE Marling. anybody else watching right now, later on. Yeah, happy Monday. Good morning, I guess, because it's technically morning where I'm at. And hopefully traffic is good if you're listening to this on your drive to work. Don't forget to take a big bite out of that like button. Hopefully you got some good rest, because you're already resting as we speak. And yeah, that was an interesting night. I should probably try the Mana Dorks at least one more day, but yeah, good stuff all around. Some pain, some not pain, and yeah, see you next time. Peace. Oh yes, I appreciate it, Alan.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?